Welcome to another video. This time I'm gonna try to name all of the municipalities of the Philippines. So the municipalities of the Philippines are actually the third level subdivisions. So the first level subdivisions are the regions, and then you have the provinces, which are marked in black here. So yeah, I'm gonna try to name all of the 1,642 municipalities. So I've been studying for about 7 to 8 months. So basically, in mid-October, I posted a message into the Jetpunk Discord server asking if somebody could create this kind of municipalities of Philippines quiz and announcing a reward of 30 euros. And I really have to say that these are probably the best invested 30 euros that I've ever spent in my life because this quiz is really just immaculate. So thanks a lot to Vicky for creating this quiz. Basically, the reason why it's so good is that out of these 1,600 municipalities, there isn't a single mistake. At least I haven't found one. Like every single municipality is according to the official database standards of the Philippine Statistics Authority. You just have this wonderful high resolution. You have the subdivision borders for the provinces. You have the orange highlighted component cities. So it's really just a really nice quiz, and I've had a lot of fun studying with it. So I guess I'll just get right into it. I'll just do the usual thing of asking AI to just name a random Filipino municipality. Let's see what we get. Alright, so apparently it's Benguet. Benguet is the capital of the province of Aura. Aura is this province right here. And it's already actually kind of an exception because it does not have a single component city inside of it. Let's just start with Benguet. As I said, it's the capital. Then you have Langhiden, San Quintin, Pidigan. We have San Isidro, Peñarrubia. This should be Danglas, Lagayan, San Juan, La Paz, Dolores, Tinec. This should be La Cube, Licuan Baay, Malipcong, Lagangilang. We have Tayum, Bukai, Buklok, Dagyoman, Sayapadan. This should be Boline, Tubo, Manabo, Luba, Villa Viciosa, and Pilar. I should say, by the way, that we're currently, Abra is part of the region of Cordillera. So Cordillera is basically this long region which stretches here from this province, which is called Apayao, up until the south here. And the capital of the entire region is located right here in Baguio. And Baguio is the biggest city of the province of Benguet, is what it's called. but it's not the capital. The capital is called La Trinidad. So let's just continue right there. And other than these two, we also have the municipality of Sablan, Tublai, Tuba, Itogon. We have Bokod, Kabayan. We have Bugias, Mankayan, Bakun, Atok, Kibungan, and Kapangan. So that's the province of Benguet. And yeah, then we'll just continue with this region of Cordillera. Here we have the province of Ifugao, and the capital of Ifugao is Lagawe. So then we have Hingyon, Banawe. This should be Hungduan. We have Asipulo, Tinok, Kiangan, Lamut, Mayoyao, Aguinaldo, and Alfonso Lista. So this municipality that I just named, called Aguinaldo, is actually named for the first president of the Philippines, Emilio Aguinaldo, right after the declaration of independence from Spain, I think it was, and shortly before the United States of America seized control of the sovereignty of the Philippines. There was a short time of the First Republic of the Philippines, and Emilio Aguinaldo was the president. And it's actually quite a common theme of municipalities to be called like some kind of former president. We're going to see it a little bit later. So first we're going to do the province, the Mountain Province, which is a funny name. The capital of Mountain is Bontoc, right here, but the biggest city is actually this one. It's called Bauco. And then you have Tadian, Besau, Sagada, I think, Sagada. You have, this should be Sabangan, Sadanga, Barlig, Natonin, and Paracelis. All right. Then we pass on to the next province right here, which is called Kalinga. And what's funny about Kalinga, the capital and biggest city of Kalinga is called Tabuk, which is also the name of one of the provinces, or one of the biggest, or one of the bigger cities in Saudi Arabia. So this is always nice if you can remember stuff just by thinking of like another country, and then it just sounds the same. So you have Tabuk, you have Lubuagan, Pasil, Tinglayan, Rizal. Rizal is one of the national heroes of the Philippines. He lived in the late 19th century, I guess, and a lot of place names are named after him, and also an entire province. The province of Rizal is also named after him, so he's quite famous in the Philippines, Jose Rizal. So then here we have Pinukpuk, we have Balbalan, we have this one, which should be Tanudan. Right, and then we'll pass on to the last province of the Cordillera region, and it is called Apayao. And Apayao is actually interesting because the capital is the de jure capital is called Luna, It's no, sorry, the de jure capital is called Kabugao. Kabugao. And the de facto, no, I think I'm mixing up. Like the de facto capital I think is Kabugao, and then the de jure capital, like the one that is like actual in real life, the capital is actually located in Luna. And then what's funny about this province is that neither of these two cities is actually the biggest city of the province, and the biggest city is called Coner, right here in the south. And the other municipalities are called Puttol, Calanasan, Santa Marcela, and Flora. So this is basically the entire region of Cordillera. And then we pass on to this region in the west, which is called the region of Ilocos. And the capital of the Ilocos region is located here in the province of La Unión, and it's called San Fernando. So we'll just continue here. We already named San Juan and Luna from before, so we'll just continue with, wait, let me just make it a little bit bigger. All right, we'll just continue here in the north with Bangar, Sodipen, Santol. This should be San Gabriel. All right, Bagulin, Burgos, Nagilian, Bawang. These two are Baknotan and Balawan. Then we have Kaba, Aringay, Ago, Tubao, Pugo, Rosario, and Santo Tomas. All right, let's just go north first to the province of Ilocos del Sur. And the capital of Ilocos del Sur is Vigan. This one right here. And we already named a bunch. I'm not gonna rename them every single time. It's just, unfortunately, as with most countries, there are a lot of homonyms. So once you type in one municipality in one place, you'll get the municipality in the other place. But I'm just gonna name everything that is not green yet. So we'll continue from Vigan here. North of Vigan, we have Santa Catalina, we have San Vicente, San Ildefonso, Bantay, Santo Domingo. This one should be San Juan. Oh no, this is San Juan. What is this? Is it Maxingal? Okay, it's Maxingal. We have right here, this should be Kabugao. It's actually the same name as this Kabugao, almost the same name as this Kabugao, like the capital of Apayao. But sometimes they have like quite inconsistent spellings, so sometimes you write it with a K and sometimes with a C, but it's pronounced exactly the same. And in the north here we have Sinait. And then we'll go to the south of the province. We haven't named Kawayan yet, so Kawayan. Then here we have Narvacan, Nagbukel, Santa Maria, San Esteban, Santiago, Banayoyo, Litlida. This should be San Emilio, Cervantes, after the famous author of Don Quixote, Cervantes. We have Quirino. So basically, I think you get the theme that is already quite clear. A lot of these municipality names are not really that creative. So either most of them are named after some kind of saint, like all of these kinds here, San Emilio, San Esteban, and so forth, or after some kind of famous person, like a writer, or in this case, Quirino was the sixth president of the Filipino Republic, Elpidio Quirino. So you have lots of Quirino names, like this province here is also called Quirino. So that's just something that is a little bit unfortunate in my opinion, because you also get all of these homonyms. Like there are literally, I think, like 6 or 7 municipalities called San Francisco, but that's just what you get when you get colonization, I guess. So then we have this component city of Candon here. We have Galimuyod, Gregorio del Pilar, then here we have Sigay, we have Suyo, Alilem, Sukpon. This should be Salcedo. And then we have Santa Lucia, Santa Cruz, and Tagudan. All right, so this is not quite... we also still have Ilocos Norte, of course. So in Ilocos Norte, the capital is called Lawag. And one of my friends is from Lawag, so shout out to him if he watches this. And all right, then we'll just continue from here. We have Bacarra, we have Pasukin, we have Vintar, this should be Adams, Dumalneg, Bangui. Bangui is, funnily enough, also the capital of the Central African Republic. We have what is it called? Palutput or something. Paluput. Palud. Pagudput, maybe. Pagudput. All right. Yeah, we'll see once the names get a little bit more creative, it's already gonna be a lot harder to memorize them than all of the all of the San Fernandos and and so forth. So we have here we have actually the birthplace of the infamous Filipino president Ferdinand Marcos. He was actually born in Sarat, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And right next to Sarat, you also have a municipality that is named after him. So you have the municipality of Marcos. But yeah, as I said, I think he was born in Sarat. Then you have here the component city of Batak. Then we have San Nicolas. We have Pawai. This should be Corrimao. Then we have Pinili, Badok, Nueva Era. This is Dingras, Solsona, and Karasi. So that makes the northern part of the region. And now we go to the southern part of the region, which is just this one province of Pangasinan is what the province is called. And in Pangasinan, you have, again, the biggest city, this city right here, San Carlos. But it's actually different from the capital of the province, and the capital is called Lingayen. And then you have a very special case of which there is only 5 cities in the entirety of the Philippines, which are independent component cities. So basically, so it's called Dagupan, it's, this one right here. Basically, all of these orange highlighted areas, they are one of three things. Either they're component cities in the most likely case, or they are highly urbanized areas, like is the case for most of the cities right here in the national capital region, or they are independent component cities, such as Dagupan. And without getting too deep into it, basically, like every single one of these component cities has like a different degree of autonomy and self-governance. So when you have these giant cities like Bacolod right here, or Zamboanga, they don't really count as being part of the province itself. They're just like, for administrative purposes, they're listed as being part of the province, but most of their government is like independent from the province, and they get their own funds, and so it's very complicated basically. But just to let you be aware that not all of these orange highlighted cities have the same status. So let's just continue here with the province of Pangasinan. In the very northwestern top here, we have the municipality of Bolinao. We have Anda, Bani, the component city of Alaminos. We have Agno, Mabini, Dasol, Infanta, Sual, Labrador, Bugayon, Aguilar, Mangalayam, no, I think it's Mangatarem. No, with a G. All right, Mangatarem. Then this should be Bin Malay or something. Bin Malay Calasiao. Here in the coast we have San Fabian. This should be Mangaldan. We have San Jacinto, Pozo Rubio. This is Sison, San Manuel. Again, we already named these. This is San Nicolas, Santa Maria, and San Quintin. So they're all already green. So let's just continue with this component city. It's called Urdaneta. And the north of Urdaneta we have Binalonan, Manawag, and Lawak. This is Mapandan, Santa Barbara, Malasiki. I think this one is Viasis. We have Asingan, Tayog, or Tayug. This should be Natividad. Then we have Umingan, Rosales, and Balungao. And the last ones here in the south are Bayambang, Alcala, Bautista, Urbistondo, and Basista. All right, so we have the first two regions completed, the region of Cordillera and the region of Ilocos. And I'd say we just continue with this big region right here, which is called the Cagayan Valley, after the river of Cagayan, which I think is the longest river of the Philippines, and it basically just flows right through this region. And the capital of the region is Tuguegarao. It's located right here in the province of Cagayan. So not to be confused, it's actually a little bit confusing because you have the region of Cagayan Valley, then you have the province of Cagayan, and then you have also a city called, I can already enter it, Cagayan de Oro. And for some reason, this city has nothing to do with any of the other names. It's just on Mindanao. Maybe I should also mention, like, you have this general division into three parts. In the north, you have Luzon, which is mostly Tagalog speaking. That's where the capital is located, Manila. Then you have the central island regions called Visayas. And then in the south, you have the big third, like, ethno-linguistic group of the island of Mindanao. And obviously, every single part of this composition, they all have like their separate languages and cultures, and mostly on Mindanao you speak Maranao, I think is what the language is called. Then here in Visayas you have your Bisaya language, and of course lots of others as well. But yeah, it would take far too much time if I were to explain all of the details. So let's just continue here with the province of Cagayan. As I said, the capital of the province is Tuguegarao right here. And then we have Peña Blanca. We have Bagao. We have Amulung. Igig. We have Solana. Enrile. Tuao. Piat, Santo Niño, Lasam, Gataran, Lallo, Ayacapan. Here we have Santa Ana, Gonzaga, Santa Teresita. This is Bugay, I think. Okay, then we have Kamala Nugan. Then this municipality is interesting because it's called Apari, and it's co-administered with this island for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, so that's Apari. That's why this is also green when you type Apari. Then we have Ballesteros, Abu Lugo. We have Pamplona, Sanchez Mira, Claveria, and Santa Prajeres. All right. And then you have this little island group, which is also officially part of the province of Cagayan. So it's called Calayan. They all have similar names. And then we, of course, may not forget, or mustn't forget, this province in the very north here. It's called the province of Batanes, and it's also still part of this broad region of Cagayan Valley. So we'll just do it very quick. The capital is called Huasco, located right here. And then we have Majatao. We have Ivana, Uyugan, this island here is Saptang, and then this island group in the north, the northernmost point of the nation of the Philippines is called Itbayat. Alright, so that's done. And from here we'll just go farther south with the province of Isabela, named, I think, after the Queen Isabella, who was basically the first queen of Spain, because she unified the kingdom of Aragon with the kingdom of Castilla. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but it's a famous Spanish queen, and I think that was the namesake for this province of Isabela. So the capital of Isabela and also the biggest city is called Ilagan, the one right here. And as I said, like, I think theoretically it's more or less independent from the province, but yeah, that's just a random fact. So then we have the municipalities of Divilakan, we have Dinapige, we have Palanan, we have this big one here, which is San Mariano, we have Benito Soliven, we have Kalawan, no, not Kalawan, Kayawan, or Kawayan. Kawayan also one of the component cities here, or actually I think it might be one of the 5 independent component cities, such as Dagupan. I think Kawayan was one of them. Oh no, sorry, it's I knew it was one of the municipalities here in Isabela, but I think it's Santiago, this one right here that we already named before. Because this place is also called Santiago here in Ilocos, but this is also one of these independent component cities. So Kawayan should just be a regular component city. So then we also have San Guillermo, Echage, Jones, San Agustin, or San Agustin, I think. This should be Angadanan. Then we have Alicia. We have Cabatuan, Aurora. What's this? So this is Ramon and Cordon. What is this actually? Is it San Mateo? Yeah. Okay, then we also have a really special case here. We have the municipality of Reina Mercedes. And Reina Mercedes, so Queen Mercedes, was also Queen of Spain, I think sometime in the 19th century, so quite a bit later than the Queen Isabella, which lived in the 16th century. But the specialty about this commune of municipality of Reina Mercedes, where is it? This one here, is that it's, I think, and I might be wrong, and if someone knows another one, then please correct me, but I think it's the only 3rd level subdivision named after a queen that is also in a placed or situated in a 2nd level subdivision named after a queen. So I think this is quite a special, quite a peculiarity, as you would say. So let's just continue. We have the municipality of Rojas, named after Manuel Rojas, the 5th president of the Philippine Republic. Then we have Malig. This should be Gamu. We have Quezon. Quezon, you get the gist basically of it. Quezon is the 2nd president of the Philippines. So as I said, they just named a lot of their municipalities after presidents, and even this entire big province is also named Quezon after the 2nd president, Manuel Quezon. So let's just finish this. We have in the north here San Pablo. We have Maconacon. We have Cabagan, Tumahuini, and Delfin Albano. So that's it for Isabela province. Passing on to the province of Quirino, as I said, named after the president Elpidio Quirino, the 6th president. So here we have the capital Cavarogis, and as so often, the capital is not the largest municipality. The largest in terms of population is called Difun. Then we have Sagudai, Madela. This should be Aglipai. And this is Naktipunan. Right? So then this is the last province that is part of the region of Cagayan Valley. So the capital, it's called Nueva Vizcaya. So the capital of Nueva Vizcaya is called Bayombong, right here. And then we also have Solano, Villaverde, Giadi, Bagabag, Ambagio, Cayapa, Casivo, Dupax del Norte, we have Bambang, then this should be Santa Fe, Aritao, Dupax del Sur, and Alfonso Castañeda. All right, so yeah, we've got most of the north here. Then we'll continue with the region of Central Luzon. Central Luzon is basically everything that's left here on the main island of Luzon. And the capital of the Central Luzon region we actually already named, because it's also called San Fernando, right here. Same as this, the capital of the Ilocos region, which is also called San Fernando, this one right here in La Union. And San Fernando is also the capital of this province, of the province of Pampanga. I'll just try to enlarge it a little bit here. Okay. And interestingly enough, even though San Fernando is both the capital of the Pampanga province as well as the capital of the entire region of Central Luzon, it's actually not the biggest city in the province, because the biggest city is called Angeles, right here. And then we have the component city of Mabalacat. We have Porac. We have Florida Blanca. Lubao. We have Guagua. We also have Bacolor and Santa Rita. Here we have Mexico, like the country. We have Magalang. We have Arayat, Candaba, San Luis. This should be San Simon, Apalit, Minalin, Sasmuan, Macabebe, and Masantol. Okay, so let's continue with the province right north of Pampanga. This one is called Tarlac, and the capital is also called Tarlac. And then we have this municipality of San Jose. We have Capas. We have Concepcion. This should be Victoria. Anao. Ramos. Ramos, by the way, is the 12th president of the Philippines. This should be Pura. We have Gerona, Paniqui, Moncada, San Clemente, Santa Ignacia. This should be, what is this? Camilin, okay, and Mayantok, I think, okay. Alright, let's continue here in the west with the province of Zambales. And here again we have technically the biggest city of Olongapo, but it's administered quite independently from the rest of the province, so it's basically one of these highly urbanized areas, I think. and it's also not the capital. The capital of Zambales is called Iba, and as you saw, it's not even a component city, so it's probably rather small. And here in the north, we already named Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz here. And then south of Santa Cruz, we have Candelaria. We have Masintoc. Masintoc, I thought. What's wrong? Masintac? It's Masinloc. Yeah, sometimes I confuse because this one is called Mayantok. So that's why I confuse Masintok and Masinloc, and sometimes I write Mayanloc instead of Mayantok. It's kind of sometimes difficult to keep them apart. So south of Masinloc, we have Palawik. We already named Iba, the capital. Then we have Botolan, like this. Then we have Cabangan here, San Felipe, San Narciso. This should be San Antonio. Then we have San Marcelo, or San Marcelino, yeah, the diminutive form. Then we have Castillejos, and the final municipality here is called Subic. And this is basically just a giant metropolitan area, the Olongapo Subic metropolitan area. So there's quite a lot of people living here. Let's do this one. This is the province of Bataan, and the capital of Bataan is called Balanga, right here. So we already named Pilar. Let's go south of that is Limay, I think. No, Limay is this one, and this one should be Orani. No, Orani is on the top. What's this? Orion? Okay. Orion, Limay, Mariveles. Then we have Bagak, Morong, Abu Kai, Samal, Hermosa, and at the very top of the province of Bataan, we have Dinalupihan. All right. So we're still inside of the region of Central Luzon, and now we'll pass over to this province right here, which is called Nueva Ecija, and the capital of Nueva Ecija is Palayan, and the biggest city of Nueva Ecija is Cabanatuan. All right, and then here we have the municipality of General Mamerto Natividad. Here in the eastern part, we have Bongabon, we have Pantabangan, Karanglang, Lupao, Taluktuk, we have Muñoz, Talavera, Llanera, Aliaga. Then over here we have Cuyapo, Nampiquan, Gimbal, Lacub, Licab, then Saragossa, Jaén, which by the way both of those are pretty big cities in Spain and also provinces of Spain, Jaén and Zaragoza. Zaragoza, I think, is even the 4th or 5th biggest city of Spain. So yeah, let's continue here and at the bottom with Caviao, the component city of Gapan, Peñaranda, Santa Rosa. This should be San Leonardo, We have General Tinho, Gavaldon, and Laur. All right. Then let's pass on to this province right here. This province is called Aurora, and the capital of Aurora is Valer. We already named San Luis, this one right here. So we have Dingalan, Maria Aurora, Dipakulao, Dinalungan, Kasiguran, and Dilasag. All right. Then we pass on to this province right here. And this is actually a very interesting province, not just because it's called Bulacan, and there's also a municipality of the same name in the province, also called Bulacan. This one right here. But it is also the province from which the first republic of the Philippines was declared, namely from the capital city right here of Malolos. And that's why it was sometimes referred to as the so-called Malolos Republic, because I am not 100% familiar with the history, but I think Emilio Aguinaldo, that I told you of before, fled to the city with a couple of his supporters, and then they wanted to declare independence from the Spanish colonial rule, and that's why it was called the Malolos Republic. Nevertheless, Malolos, as so often, is not actually the biggest city of Bulacan. The biggest city is actually called San Jose del Monte. This one right here. And then we have Norsagaray, Doña Remedios Trinidad. This one should be San Rafael. Or no, it's... Oh yeah, it is. I think it is San Rafael, right? Oh no, okay, the southern one. Yeah, I was not sure if the southern one was San Rafael or the northern one, because then the northern one is San Miguel. And then we have Baliwag. We have Pulilan, Kalumpit. It's actually really small. Let me just make it a little bit bigger here. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, okay. Yeah, so like this you can zoom in and still have the bar so that you see what I'm typing. All right, then this municipality here is Angat. We have Bustos, Plaridel, Giginto, Balaktas, Pandi, Paumbong, Agonoy, Bokaue, Obando, Marilao, and then this component city of Meycawayam, like this. All right. Okay, and that was the last part of the region of Central Luzon. So now we'll move on to the our first acronym region of Calabarzon. And the reason why it's an acronym region is basically there's 3 regions of the Philippines. It's Calabarzon, Mimaropa, this one right here, and Soxxargen. We'll get to that later. All of them are named, their names are basically compositions of some syllables of the provinces that make up the regions. So if you're talking of Calabarzon, you have the first syllable of Cal, or not Cal, Ka, so Ca, so it's written Calabarzon like this. And the first 2 letters, Ca, stand for the province of Cavite, right here. The next 2, La, basically, stand for the province of Laguna, of this one. Then you have the BAR, which stand for, not BAR, just BA, which stand for the province of Batangas. Then you have just the R, just this R, which stands for the province of Rizal. And then you have SON, which stands for the province of Quezon. So this big province right here. And that's why it's an acronym region. So yeah, let's just start chronologically with the CA part. So CA is this, what's happening? Is this beautiful province of Cavite right here. And there's also one of the component cities of Cavite is also called Cavite. It's actually this division of these two small pieces of land right there. And there's actually something really interesting going on in Cavite. In Cavite, you have a de facto capital, which is called Imus, this one right here. And then you also have a de jure capital, which is where the actual administrative stuff is carried out, but it's just not formally declared the official capital yet. So it's called Trece Martires. And then you have the largest city of the province, which is neither the de facto nor the de jure capital, and that's right here, the municipality of Das Marinas. And then you have these other three component cities here. You have Carmona, you have Bacoor, and General Trian. And the rest of the municipalities are called Noveleta in the north here. We have Rosario, or not Rosario, Kawit. Rosario is this one here that we already named before. Then this one should be Tanza. We have Naik, Ternate, Maragondon, Alfonso. No, we already named Alfonso. This is also called after the first president of the Filipino Republic, General Emilio Aguinaldo, like this. Then we have this is Magallanes. We have Indang, Mendes. I forgot this is also a component city right here, hidden in the south, called Tagaytay. We have Silang, Amadeo, and then this very small little municipality right here is called General Alvaro, General Mariano Alvarez, like this. All right. Let's pass on to the chronologically next one. So we said CA was for Cavite in Calabarzon, then LA. Oh, before I forget, I'll just activate the untimed mode because I'm definitely not gonna finish the last 1,000 municipalities in less than 9 minutes. All right, so yeah, passing on to the province of Laguna. That's this one right here. And I think it's named after this lake, this big lake here, which is also called Laguna Lake or something like this. And the capital of Laguna has already been named. It was it's this municipality here called Santa Cruz, but by far the biggest city of the province is actually called Biñan. It's one of these component cities. And now on top of all of that, you will be surprised to hear that Laguna also hosts the capital of the entire region, of the entire Calabarzon region. And that's this beautiful little city right here. It's called Calamba. And if you just think about it, it's so wild that they have both a biggest city of the province, Biñan, then they have the capital of the province, Santa Cruz, And then for some reason, they even have a totally different city that constitutes the capital of the region. So for me as a German, that's just very hard to understand why they would do it like this. So usually, like in most European countries, at least, or in most countries around the world, actually, the biggest city is also usually the capital of the region. And then, of course, if it's the capital of the region, it's also going to be the capital of the province. But yeah, here in the Philippines, it's just solely different. So yeah. All right, let's just continue here with the province of Laguna. We have this component city, which is called Cabuyao. This one in the north here is San Pedro. Then we have Los Baños. This should be Calauan. These ones here are Naccarlan, Liliu, Mahaihai, Louisiana, Cavinti, Magdalena, Paksanhan, Lumban. We already named Kalayan right here. So this should be Paete, Pakil, Bangil, Mabitak, Fami, and Siniloan. And that's it for Laguna province. Then following the province, the regional name Calabarzon, next is BA for Batangas. So the capital of Batangas is also called Batangas. And here again, like Batangas is the capital, but apparently the largest municipality in terms of population is called Lipa. This one right here. And here in the southeast we have Lobo. We have Taisan, Padre Garcia, Iban. We have Malvar, Matas na Cajoy, Balete, the component city of Tanawan. Or actually, I think there's also one of these 5 independent component cities, so never mind. Talisay. We have Agoncillo. Here in the south, we have Tingloy. This should be Cuenca, Alitactac, and San Pascual. Now, this municipality here is interesting. It's called Laurel, and it's the only municipality named after the infamous president of Jose Laurel. That was the 3rd president of the Republic of the Philippines, and it was during he became president during the Second World War, when there was a Japanese occupation of most of the Philippines. I think it was like from 1944 to 1945 or 46. And that's when Jose Laurel became president. And it's being said, or there's a rumor, that he was actually kind of a puppet president installed by the Japanese government, as they did, for example, in Manchuria in China. They installed the Puyi, the former emperor of China, as like a puppet man that they could control. And that's why this person of Jose Laurel, this 3rd president, has like this infamous reputation of being the Japanese puppet president. But yeah, that's just a side fact. So continuing here in the eastern part of Batangas province, we have Lemeri, Calaca, Bayawan, Balayan. It's also a famous bay here, the Balayan Bay, named after the city. We have Calatagan, Lian, Tui, and Nasugbu. Alright. Alright, then let's go on to Calabarzon. So next we have this R, Calabarzon, R for Rizal. As I said before, Rizal is a national hero of the Philippines, and the capital and by far biggest city of Rizal is Antipolo. Then in the north here we have Rodriguez. We already named San Mateo here. We have Barras, Tanay, Pilia. This is Jalajala, Cordona, or not, is it Cardona? It is Cardona. Then we have Binangonan. We have Teresa, Angono, Cainta, and Taytay. So that's it for the province of Rizal. And then for the last part of Calabarzon region, we have this huge province of Quezon, as I said, named after the second president of the Philippines, and the capital of Quezon is Lucena. We have Pagbilao, Tayabas, Atimonan, Mauban, Sampaloc, Lukban, Sariaya. This one should be Tiaong. In the north here we have General Nakar, Infanta, but Infanta was already named, and Real. And then these islands are also technically part of this province of Quezon, so we'll name them real quick. We have Polillo, we have Panuculan, we have Bordeos, which is the Spanish form of the French city of Bordeaux, Bordeos. We have Patnanungan and Homalik. Alright. Then for the southern part of the province, just try to make it a little bit bigger here. Here we have Padre Burgos, Agdanan, or not, what is it called? Angadan. It's something like this. It's like Agdangan. Yeah, Agdangan, okay. Yeah, sometimes it also has a very similar name to one of the municipalities in the province of Isabela. This Angadanan. Where is it? This one here, Angadanan. So sometimes I mix up the name of Angadanan with Agdangan, or yeah, I get like some kind of mix. Alright, so then here we have Perez and Alabat, and on the mainland we have Gumaca, Lopez, Gina Yangan, Kalawak, Takayawan, maybe Takawayan, okay. This should be Buena Vista. We already named San Narciso here, so let's continue here with San Andres, San Francisco, Mulanay, Katanawan, General Luna, Makalelon. This should be Pitogo. Okay, and the last one here in Quezon is Unisan. Okay, so that was basically all of the region of Calabarzon. And now you'll notice that there's one piece of unnamed territory here, and that's because this piece of territory, this is neither a province nor really like a region. It's technically called the National Capital Region, NCR, but basically it's just the metropolitan area of Manila, of the capital. And so this is like where you have the highest population density of all of the country, because not only do you have the capital Manila, you also have giant urbanized areas like Quezon City, you have Caloocan, you have Valenzuela. All of these are like basically metropolitan areas of Manila, so you could call them separate cities, but that's also why they're all highlighted in orange, because they all are part of this highly urbanized area. We have Navotas, and this should be Malabon. And then we have Marikina, Pasig, Pateros, Taguig, Mandaluyong, this is Makati, Pasay, Parañaque, Los Piñas, Los Piñas, and Muntinlupa. Alright, so that's the National Capital Region. And yeah, let's just continue here with the region of Bicol. And the capital of Bicol is also its largest city, and it's found here in the province of Albay, and it's called Legazpi. And yeah, let's just continue here. So in the province of Albay, we also have the component cities of Ligao and Tabasco, Tabaco. I just confused it with the Mexican state of Tabasco, but that's different, of course. So Tabaco, Malinao, Tiwi, Malilipot, I think is what it's called, this one. Then we have we already named Santo Domingo. This should be Bacacay. Then we have Rapu, these islands right here. We have Manito. We have not Calamba. What is this? Daraga. Then we have Kamalig. Ginabatan. Ginobatan maybe, with an O. Ginobatan. We have Jovellar. Pioduran. Alright, and these last three ones here are Polangi, Libon, and Oas. Okay, so let's pass on to the province of Camarines Sur. And here it's interesting because the most populous city of Camarines Sur is also one of these independent component cities, one of these 5 that I keep mentioning, and it's called Naga. And then you have the capital, which is not the most populous city. It's called Pili. Oh, we actually already named Pili. I just see it now. I wonder why. Oh yeah, it was because we named Pililla here before in the province of Rizal. So that already includes the name of Pili. And yeah, so let me just try to make it a little bit bigger here. Yeah. And then we can continue with these very small municipalities right here. Like this is the smallest, one of the smallest municipalities of all of the Philippines, and it's called Camaligan. And the other ones that are small here are Canaman, Gainsa, Milaor. This should be Bonbon. Oh no, this is Bonbon, and then this is Magarao. And here in the western part we have Libmanan, we have Pasacao, Cabuyao, not Cabuyao, Cabusao, Sominot, no, I hate this happens every time. So this municipality right here is called Sipocot, but I always mix it up with this municipality here in Zamboanga del Sur, which is called Sominot. They don't even necessarily sound that similar, but I guess it's because both start with an S and end in ot. I confuse Sominot with Sipocot. I don't know why that is, but alright, let's continue with Tupi. Again, yeah, I have to pay more attention. I'm a little bit tired, but of course this is not called Tupi, it's called Lupi, but sometimes I confuse this Lupi with Tupi, which is actually in this South Cotabato province. This one is called Tupi. So Tupi and Lupi sound a little bit similar. Then we have here the municipality of Ragay, and this should be Del Gallego. Alright, so then the eastern part here of Camarines Sur, we have Minalabac, we have Balatan, Nabua, Iriga, Puhi, Bao, Ocampo, we already named San Jose, Sagnay, this should be Tigaon, Goa, Calabanga, Tinambac, Siruma, Lagunoi, Garchitorena, Presentacion, and Caramoan. And then we pass over to Camarines Norte, and the capital of Camarines Norte, and also not the biggest city. So the capital is called Daet. It's this municipality right here. But I think the largest municipality, not just in size, as you can see, but also in population, is called Lavo, right here. So then we have Santa Elena in the west. We have Capalonga. We have Jose Panganiban. We have Paracale, Vincents. We already named San Vicente here, so this is San Lorenzo Ruiz. What's wrong? San Lorenzo with an N Ruiz. Okay. Then we have Mercedes, and we have Bakun. Not Bakun, Balloon. Balloon. Balud. Bakud. Bakun. Wait, it's something like this. Let me think. Basun. Balud. Basud. Basud. Yeah, Basud. Okay. Basud, and of course I just mixed it up with this commune here, which is called Balud. So sometimes these very similar sounding names, if you have to memorize over 1,600 of these communes, you tend to sometimes mix up, was this Basud or was this Balut or the other way around. Yeah, let's just continue with the next province here in the Bicol region. And this one is called Sorsogon, and the capital of Sorsogon is also called Sorsogon. Right here. Then here we have Donsol. And then in the southeastern part of the province, we have Prieto Diaz, Gubat, Barcelona, Bulan, Bulusan, Irosin. We already named Casiguran here, and Magallanes. So we have Santa Magdalena left, Matnog, and this should be Huban. Alright, then let's pass on here to the province of Cataduanes, or Catanduanes. It's also part of the Bicol region, and the capital is called Virac. In the south here, we already named a bunch of the municipalities here, so what's left is Caramoran, Pandan, Bagamanok, Panganiban, and this one, which should be Higmoto. Alright, and then the last part of the region of Bicol, which almost looks like it already belongs to the Visayas region here, but officially is still counted as Luzon and therefore is part of Bicol region, is this province of Masbate. And the capital of Masbate is also Masbate, right here. So yeah, all of these islands also belong to Masbate. So here we have San Pascual and Claveria. We already named San Jacinto, of course, and San Fernando. So on this island, we're just missing Monreal and Batuan. And then on the main island of Masbate, we have Mobo, we have Baleno, Aroroy, we have Mandawan, Milagros, this should be Uson, Dimasaling, Dimasalang, okay. Dimasalang, then the reason why I get confused with this Dimasalang one is because again in Zamboanga del Sur, there's this municipality called Dimataling right here, and so Dimataling, sometimes I mix up the vowels of Dimataling with Dimasalang, and so that's why you get Dimasaling and Dimatalang sometimes, but yeah, sorry about that. So here we have the municipality of Kawayan, then Placer, Pio V Corpus or something. Yeah, okay, it's this one, Pio V Corpus, Esperanza. What's this? Is it Cataingan? It is, and then Palanas. So that's it for the province, for the region of Bicol. And the last part that's missing in the Luzon big island group is this region of Mimaropa. And as I said before, Mimaropa, if you look at the name, it's an acronym of basically all of the provinces that make up the region. So starting with the Mi part, ME stands for Mindoro. That's this island right here, and it's divided into two separate provinces: Mindoro Oriental, Mindoro Occidental, and Mindoro Oriental. And Mindoro Oriental is also this one where you find the capital of the entire region of Mimaropa, and it's called Calapan. This one right here. So let's just continue here. In Mindoro Oriental, we have Naujan, Puerto Galera at the very northern point. Right here, Puerto Galera, San Teodoro. Going south here, we have Socorro. We have Pina Malayan, Gloria, Bansud, Bongabong. We already named Rojas here, so what's left is Mansalai and Bula Lacao in the very south of Mindoro Oriental. Then in Mindoro Occidental, we have the capital of Mamburao, sorry. Mamburao is this one. The reason why I mix up Mamburao with Mamburao is because there's a very similar sounding municipality here in Camiguin. I can already type it in. It's called Mambahao. That's why I mixed it up. So not to be confused with this one here. But here we have Mamburao, and then actually to confuse matters even worse, we'll get to it in a second. There's a commune here in the province of Capiz, which is called Mambusao. So you end up with three very similar sounding communes: Mambahao, Mambusao, and Mamburao. And sometimes I have trouble keeping them apart in my memory. But Mamburao is the capital of Occidental Mindoro, and then we have Abra de Ilogo. And Abra de Ilogo, by the way, I think it's in Tagalog, although I'm not completely sure that that's the correct language, but I think it's in Tagalog. It means estuary. So basically, Ilog is river, and Abra is the opening or the mouth of the river, and so Abra de Ilog is basically like estuary, so the river mouth or the river opening. Then here in the western part of the mainland, we have Paluan, and then we have the small separate island, which also is part of Occidental Mindoro, where we have Lubang, and Log. All right, passing on to the largest municipality in terms of size. It's Sablayan, and then here we have Kalintan, and this should be Magsaysay. And Magsaysay, the municipality of Magsaysay is named after the 7th president, Ramon Magsaysay, who served from 1953 to 1957, I think, as the president of the Philippines. So he's also memorized. I think there's several, like here in Mindanao, you also have this municipality called Magsaysay, and you also have this island group here called Magsaysay. So there's quite a lot of Magsaysays around here in the Philippines. But that finishes the first part of this Mimaropa region, the Mindoro part. And the next part is the Ma for Marinduque. So that's this little island right here, the province of Marinduque. And the capital of Marinduque is called Buac. And we only have these few ones left here: Mokpok, Gapas, not Gapas, Gasan is what I mean, and Torrijos. So that's Marinduque. Then the next part of Mimaropa is the part with the RO, Ro, and Ro stands for Romblon. That's this group of islands right here. And what's interesting is that the capital of Romblon is this island right here. It's also called Romblon, and it's not on the mainland. So on the mainland we have Calatrava, Alcantara, and we actually on the mainland is where we have the largest city in terms of municipality. That's Odiongan, right here. And we also have Ferrol. And then these little islands right here, they also make up the province of Romblon. So we'll name them real quick. Banton, Corcuera. Here we already have San Fernando, but also Macdiwang and Cajidiocan. All right. And then the last part of Mimaropa province is this large peninsula, or this large island right here, which is the province of Palawan. And Palawan also, like the capital of Palawan, is one of these highly urbanized areas, which is technically also independent from the province, where it's called Puerto Princesa. We already have a bunch of green stuff here, so we'll just complete what's missing. Here we have Dumaran, we have Araceli, we have Tai we named, so we have El Nido. In the north here we have Lina Pakan, Coron, Culion, and Buswanga. And then on the mainland here we have Aborlan, Narra. This should be Sofronio Española. We have Brooks Point, which is funny because it's a very English name. Brooks Point. This should be Batarasa and Balasak. Or what is it? Balabak. Okay, never mind. It's just Balabak. And then we have these groups of islands, which are technically also part of the Palawan province. So we already named Magsaysay here. We have Cuyo, Agutaya, and this one right here is called Cagayan Sillo. And this island group, when I first learned all of the municipalities, I always thought it was part of Oriental Mindoro. So that's also how I learned it. I also always typed it with the other ones. But apparently it's actually part of the Antique province, of the province right here. So let's just pass on to this part. And so now we're officially in the Visayas Islands, and this region is called Eastern Visayas. And the capital of Eastern Visayas is this small city right here, called Iloilo City. And that's also the name of the entire province. So the entire province name is also called Iloilo. And yeah, let's just continue with Pavia. Let me zoom in a little bit more here. All right, so we just named Pavia here. We have Leganes. We have Oton, Tigbawan, Gimbal, Miagao, San Joaquin. Then this one should be Igbaras. Alright, we have Alimodian and Tubungan. And then here we have a very special name that will remind me of one of my friends who actually, other than me, had the privilege of visiting the Philippines several times. So quick shout out to Leon, because that's also what the municipality is called. Yeah, if you hear this, I hope you are enjoying the video so far. So let's just continue with the province of Iloilo here. In the northern part here we have Bingawan, then we have Kalinog, Lambunao, Haniway, Badyangan, Badyangan here, then we have Dueñas, Dingle, San Enrique, we have Pototan, New Lucena, Saraga, Barotoc Nuevo. No, it's Barotac Nuevo. I always mix that up. Barotac Nuevo here, and then south of it we have Dumangas. Then this one should be Anilao, Banate, Barotac Viejo. So basically old Barotac and new Barotac from the Spanish translation. Then here we have the municipality of Sara. We have Ajuy. We have this one, which is called San Dionisio. We have Batad, Balasan, Estancia, and Carles. So that's it for the province of Iloilo. Then let's just pass right north here to the province of Capiz, and we already named the capital of Capiz. It's called Rojas. It's the city right here. As I said, named after Manuel Rojas, the 5th president of the Philippines. Then we have even another reference to this president in this municipality right here, which is called President Rojas. And then we have Panay, Dao, Sigma, Panitan, Maayon, Cuartero, Dumarao, Dumalag, Hamindan, Tapas, and these should be Ivisan and Sapian. Now what is this? Is it Pontevedra? Okay, so Pontevedra is also, like, there's another municipality called Pontevedra right here, but it's part of a different region, so yeah, but sometimes I just mix them up anyways. Okay, so passing on to the province of Aklan, that's the one on the north here. There the capital is called Calibo, this one. And we already named Batan and Balete and Banga and Malinao, like all of these green municipalities. So what rests is New Washington, Altawas, Madalak, something with L, Licanao, Libacao, okay. Then here we have Leso, Numancia, Makato, Tangalan, Ibachai, Malay, Navas, and Buruanga. Alright, passing on to Antique, which I've mentioned before, so now we can officially name this island group, which is called Kaluya. However, the capital of Antique province is called, we actually already named it. It's called San Jose de Buenavista, but it was named when we named one of the thousands of other San Joses. I think when we named the one in Tarlac first, right here. So that's probably why it's green already. Going from north to south, we already named Pandan as well when we were here in Catanduanes, the other Pandan. So here in the top left corner we have Libertad. Then going down here we have Sebaste, Sibonga, not Sibonga, what is it, Kulasi. I'll tell you why I just mix it up with Sibonga, because it looks different, but look at this shape of this municipality and then look at the shape of this municipality right here. So this is Sibonga, and for some reason I generally, if I mix up something, I usually tend to mix up names, like names that sound really similar, and very rarely do I mix up shapes. But this is, sometimes it happens that I confuse this Sibonga municipality with the municipality of Kulasi. Like if you look closely, it looks different, but from far it can look a little bit similar in terms of the shape. All right, but this is Kulasi. So then south of Kulasi we have, what is it, Tibiao, I think. All right, then we have Barbasa, Lawaan, Bugasong. This should be Patnongon, Valderrama, San Remigio. What is this? Sibalon. Okay, then the small one here should be Belison. And Hamtik Tobias Fornier. That's some kind of a random name. I haven't even looked up what that means, but who cares if we are honest. Anini is the last one in the south here. And then the last part of Eastern Visayas is this small island right here called Guimaras. And the capital of Guimaras is Jordan. And we already named Buenavista in the top here and San Lorenzo, this one. So what's left is Sibunac and Nueva Valencia. All right. Let's just continue here with this region right here. And this region is actually, it was formerly part of Eastern Visayas, so it made one big region with these other provinces here. But I think it split off somewhat recently and it created its own region named the Negros Island region. And it basically is composed of this Negros Island, that's what the island is called, and this small island right here called Siquijor. So the capital is also called Siquijor, right here. Okay, and then in Siquijor we have La Reina, we have Enrique Castañuela, Castañeda. What was the name of this one? Or is it Alfonso Castañuela? No, okay. I think it's Enrique Castañuela or something. I thought it was something like this. Or maybe I'll get back to it later. Alright, so we have Lassi here in the south of Siquijor. Yeah, let's just continue here with Negros Oriental. That's the southern part here. And the capital of Negros Oriental, and I think also the biggest city, should be Dumaguete, the small dot here. And the city right next to it here is called Valencia. We have Sibulan, Amlan, Tanjay. These ones here are Bakong, Darwin, Samboanguita, and Siaton. This component city right here is called Bayawan. And then here we have Basai. And this component city is Bais. Oh, we just hit 1,000, so already almost 2/3 done. Then here we have the municipality of Mabinay. This should be Manhuyod, Bindoy, Ayungon, Tayasan, Himalalud, La Libertad, Gihulngon, or Gihulngan, something like that. Gihulngon, probably. Where's the mistake? Gihulnon? It's something like this. Again, I'm struggling to remember the exact name of this component city right here, but the ones on top should be easier. It's just Canlaon and Valle Hermoso. So let's just continue with Negros Occidental here for the time being. And that's actually also where you find the capital of the entire region of the Negros Island region, and it's called Bacolod, one of these highly urbanized areas that are somewhat independent from the region and from the province. And actually the Negros Occidental province right here is somewhat special in its characteristic that it has the highest percentage of component city within the province. So you see there's a lot of orange marked cities here, with the exception, of course, of the national capital region, which is not really like a real region. So here, obviously, every single city is highly urbanized, but here you have a very high concentration of these component cities. So let's just continue here with Silay, Saravia, Manapla, Victorias, Cadiz. This should be Sagay, Escalante, Toboso. We already have Calatrava, which is this one here, and San Carlos, which is this one here. We have Don Salvador, Benedicto. We have this one, which is called like a big region and also province and also city in Spain, Murcia, on the coast of the Mediterranean Sea, a big city in Spain. I'm actually not sure if it's on the coast, but it's definitely in the eastern part of Spain. I think it's not on the coast actually, but definitely in the east. Okay, so this component city right here is Bago. And then we have these small ones right here called Pulupandan and Valladolid. Valladolid also famously a city in Spain. That was where the conference of Valladolid in the 16th century, I think it was held, where they decided whether it was ethical to continue the colonization of South America. It's a very famous city in Spanish history. And this component city right here is called La Carlota. We have La Castellana, Padilla Moises, or not. Come on, what's wrong here? It should be Padilla Moises, but apparently not. Or it's just the other way around. I'm just too tired, I'm sorry. Moises Padilla, of course. Then we have Binal Bagan, Hinidaran, or Hinigaran, and Isabela. Okay, Isabela. I'm sorry if I also sound a little bit tired. I don't know why I decided to do it now, to do this giant quiz when it's already so late. But yeah, now that I've started it, I'm just gonna finish it through. So I'll try to not sound as tired as I am. Okay, so let's just continue here. This component city is called Cabanlasson. Oh no, this one. Yeah, just never mind what I'm saying. So this one is Cabancalan, and this one should be Imamailan. Alright, then we have Ilog. And if you remember, Ilog is the Tagalog word for river. So that explains the weird shape of this municipality. That's probably just some kind of river, and the municipality was also just named river, basically, Ilog. So then we have this component city right here, it's Sipalay, and we have Inobaan and Kandoni. Which leaves us with these two municipalities that I just can't. It should be Gihulnan. How? Gihulnan. I thought I tried that before. Weird. I was sure that I tried that, but apparently not. And okay, so this one is still a mystery, the small one right here. It should be maybe Enrique. It's something with Castañuela, I could swear. Castañuelas. Enrique with C? No. Enrique. Yeah, this could be a problem, but I'm gonna come back to it a little bit later, maybe here. First of all, I'm gonna do the Central Visayas here. And Central Visayas is also where you find the huge city, highly urbanized, of Cebu. And the city is also the namesake for the language that is spoken in this area, Cebuano. And also the name of the province right here is also called Cebu. So yeah, it's basically the city is so big that it's both the capital of the province and of the region, and of the Central Visayas region. So that's Cebu here. We already have Naga and San Fernando here. So what we're missing is Minglania. Continuing south, this component city is called Carcar. We have Argao, Dalaquete, Alcoy, Alegria on the other side here. This one should be Buljoon, Oslob, Santander, Sambuan. This should be Malabuyok. No, this is Malabuyok and this is Hinatilan. Okay. Then let's go on here with the northern part. This should be Malboal. We already named Alcantara. Then we have Ronda, Dumanhug here. Then we have Barili, Aloginsan. This is Pina Mungahan. What's wrong? Pina Mungahan, missing an A. Then we have Toledo, not just a big city in Spain, but also in Ohio, I think, in the United States. There's also quite a big city called Toledo. Then here we continue with Bambalan, not Bambalan, Balamban, Asturias, Tuburan, Tabuelan. San Remigio was already named, this one. Santa Fe on this island was already named. So on the island we also have Bantayan and Madridejos. Then here in the very northern part we have Dan Bantayan. We have Medellin. We have Tobogan. No, not Tobogan. We have Tabogon. That's what it is, Tabogon. And the component city here is Bogo. Further south, we have, what is this one? So this one is definitely Sogot. We have Carmen, Katmon, the component city of Danao, Compostela, Liloan, Consolación, Mandaue, Lapu-Lapu, and this very small, tiny piece of land here is called Cordova. Also its own municipality. But what is this one? Can't think of it right now, but let's just continue with the province of Bohol. Bohol is the other province that makes up the region of Central Visayas. And the capital of Bohol is also its only component city right here in the southwest, called Tagbilaran. So then we have Dawis, we have Panglao, we have Loon, Maribohok, then we have Correa, Cortes. Let me actually try to make this a little bit bigger. Perfect. Alright, then this one should be Baclayon, Albuquerque. This is interesting because it sounds very much like the biggest city in the US state of New Mexico, Albuquerque, but it has an extra R after the U. And some of you might also know Albuquerque from the famous TV show Breaking Bad, because it's set in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So then we continue with right here at the top, Calape, Tubigon, Clarin, Inabanga, Sagbayan, Katigbian, Antequera, Balilihan, Sikatuna, Sevilla, Bilar, Lobok, Lila, Loay, Dimiao, Garcia Hernandez, Sierra Bullones, Dagoy. Here at the top we have Getafe, Talibon, Bien Unido, La Trinidad, not La Trinidad, just Trinidad. I confused it with La Trinidad here in the province of Benguet. La Trinidad, which is of course the capital of the province of Benguet. So sometimes these names have an article, La Trinidad, and sometimes they don't. Yeah, that's easy to confuse sometimes. So this big one here is Ubay. We have this row here, which starts with Kandihai, Duero, Gindulman, and Hagna, and that makes all of Bohol. These islands are also still part of the Ceibo province, so I'll just name them. So we already named San Francisco, that's this one. We named Pilar, that's this one. And these two are Poro and Tudela. Okay, I still can't seem to remember these two, so we'll just pass on and hope we'll remember them later. And now we have our last region in the Visayas island group, and that's Western Visayas in the west here. And the capital of Western Visayas is this city right here called Tacloban. And it's also the capital and biggest city of the province here, and the province is called Leyte. This entire island is also called Leyte, but it's divided into the province of just Leyte, and then you have southern Leyte here in the south. So the capital of southern Leyte we already named, Masin. I think it was named when we typed in Masinloc here in Zambales. So sometimes even if the other municipality has two A's, it's still counted as a type-in. So when you type in Masinloc, it counts as having typed in Masin. That's why the capital here is already named. But let's just quickly complete the rest of southern Leyte here. So here in the south we have Macrohon, we have Malitbog, we have Thomas Opus, Saint Bernard, we have Libagon, Silago, Hinonangan, Anahawan, Hinondayan, and these two here should be Pintuyan and San Ricardo. Alright, that's it for southern Leyte, and then the main Leyte province. Let's start in the south here. We have Matalom. We already named Bato. Exactly here, Bato. Then this one should be Ilongos, Indang. This is Inapakan, or Inopakan. This component city is Bye. Then we have Mahaplag, Abuyog, not General, it's just Javier, I think. Javier, and we have MacArthur, Mayorga, Dulag, Tolosa. We already named Tanawan when we typed in Tanawan for the one in Batangas here, which is also called Tanawan. So that's why it's green. Then here we have Tabon Tabon. We have Julita, Burawen, Albuera, Ormoc, Merida, Palo. Here in the eastern part we have Palo, we have Pastrana, Dagami, Jaro, Alangalang. This should be Babatngon. Then we have Barugo, Karigara, Kapokan. Then we have the namesake of the province, which is this municipality here with the same name as the province, also called Leyte. Here we have Kananga, which is funny because, well, it's not funny, but sometimes people are interested in asking me how I managed to remember all of these different units, municipalities or communes or whatever. And Kananga is actually the best example because, as I said for Tabuk here before, it's very useful if you can connect some of these new municipalities that you learn with knowledge that you have prior to that. And Kananga is obviously also the capital of the province of Central Kasai in the DRC, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. So if you just look up the capitals of these provinces, sometimes the names correspond. Sometimes it's like randomly, and sometimes it makes sense because both countries have been colonized from like one and the same European power, and then they give similar names to other municipalities. But in this case, I think it's just a big coincidence that the capital of Central Kasai is called Kananga, just like this municipality right here in the province of Leyte. Here at the very top we have the municipality of Kalubian. Then here we have Tabango, Viaba, Matagob, and Palompon. Yeah, I almost forgot. This is also so small, and it happened to me so many times that I just missed this small municipality, and that's why I didn't get the full score. So this time it's not gonna happen. It's called Tunga. This small one right here. And then we have this separate province here, and another one of these island provinces called Biliran. And there's actually also a municipality called Biliran, but it's not the capital. The capital is called Naval, or yeah, sometimes it's spelled with a V, but I think it's pronounced the same either way. So Naval, we have Almeria, we already named Kawayan, so here we have Kaibiran, or no, this is Kaibiran, this is Kulaba, and in the south we have Kabukgayan. And then out of all of these islands, only this one here also belongs to the province of Biliran, so it's called Maripipi. Alright. Then we pass on to this big island here, and the entire island is called Samar, and accordingly the provinces are also called Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, and just Samar. So we'll start with Samar here. The capital of Samar is Katbalogan, this one. However, the actual biggest city is this one in the north here called Kalbayog. Yeah, okay. And then next to Kalbayog we have Santa Margarita, San Jorge, Gandara, Tarangnan. We have Paksanghan. We have Matungao. Not Matungao. It's Matugino. Yeah, sometimes when I'm not concentrated, I tend to mix these up. But of course, I mixed up Matugino here in Samar with Matungao in the province of Lanao del Norte, which, I mean, they both start with MATU, so I guess it's fair to mix them up. But yeah, south of Matugino we have San Jose de Buan. Then we have Hiabong, we have Motiong, Paranas, San Sebastian, Inabangan, Calbiga, Pina Bagtao. This should be Villarreal. And then we have Talalora. And then all of these small little islands right here are also part of the province of Samar. We have Sumaraga, we have Daram, Almagro, and this is Tagapulan. These three islands are actually part of northern Samar. Two of them have been named, San Antonio and San Vicente, and the third one here is called Kapul. So the capital of northern Samar is actually not even a component city. It's this one right here called Katarman. Not to be confused with Katarman in Kamigin Island. You also have Katarman right here, but that's of course different. So we have Katarman, we have Lope de Vega, we have Bobon. The one we are missing here is Lavesares. We have Biri, Mondragon, San Roque, Pambujan, just Pambujan. This is Silvino Lobos. Then we have Las Navas, Katubig, Lawang, Palapag, Mapanas. Okay. Mapanas, then Gamay, and the last one of northern Samar is called Lapinig. So passing on to eastern Samar, the capital of eastern Samar is this big fat ham right here called Borongan. And then north of Borongan we have San Julian, Sulat, Sulat Taft, which I think like there's not that many people called Taft in the world, so I think it's named after the ordinal number, but I think she was president from 1907 to 1911 or something like this. William Howard Taft in the United States. Should be something like the what could it be, 28th president or something? I don't know. Let's look it up actually. William Howard Taft. It's not like this video isn't long enough anyways. It's 1909 to 1913, and he served as the 27th president. What did I say? I think I said 28th or something. All right, so that's probably what this municipality is named after. All right, continuing here in the north of Eastern Samar, we have Canavid. We already named Dolores, this one. So we have Maslog, Hipapad, Arteche, San Policarpo, and Oros, which is ironic that there is a municipality called Oros in the Philippines, because for those of you who have watched my Romania subdivisions, second level subdivisions video, you will know that the term Oraș, the Romanian term Oraș, which is written basically exactly like that, just with a diacritic at the S, stands for city, and every single city that has like a population of more than 10,000 inhabitants always has this Oraș at the beginning. So that's one word in Romanian I will never forget in my life. Continuing south of Borongan, here we have the municipality of Maidolong. We have this one which is called Balangkayan. We have Llorente, Hernani, General MacArthur. I forgot to name this last one here of the Samar province, and it's called Marabut. So now we've officially finished Samar, and the southern ones here in eastern Samar are Lawaan, Balanhiga, Hiporlos, Kinapondan. We already have Salcedo when we named the other Salcedo here in Ilocos Sur, this Salcedo. So yeah, sometimes, as I said, there are homonyms. And then the only one that's left here is Guian, and that makes all of Western Visayas. All right, passing on to the island of Mindanao. And this is where stuff gets really complicated, because in Mindanao there's a Muslim minority. Most of the people in the Philippines are Christian, because they've been Christianized by or not because of, but that probably where it stems from, that they have a high rate of Christianity, because of course the Spanish were Catholic Christians and they converted most of the Filipinos at the time. And but in Mindanao there's a small minority section, and they have established their own region, the region of autonomous region of Bangsamoro, BARMM or something is what it's called, the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. And this region, the reason why it's complicated is because it includes part of certain provinces that actually belong to another region. So the best example of it is here in the province of Cotabato. So this province is called Cotabato right here, and officially it's part of the region of what is the region called? It's called Soxxxarn. Okay, so this is gonna get really complicated. Where do I start explaining all of this? Let's actually start very simple and do the first region right here. So the region here in the north in the northeast of the Mindanao island is called Caraga, and it's not very complicated because the capital is just situated here in the province of Agusan del Norte. That's this province right here. And the capital of so the capital of the entire region of Caraga is called Butuan. It's this big one here. However, it's not actually the capital of the Agusan del Norte province because that's this little city here, and it's called Cabadbaran. Now, to make things a little bit more confusing, there's also a municipality called Caraga right here in the province of Davao Oriental, and so we'll just get that right away. So this municipality is called Caraga. However, it's not part of the region of Caraga. It's part of the region of Davao. But now that we've established that, first let's complete Caraga here. So this slim municipality here is called Remedios Trinidad Romualdez. Then in the south here we have Las Nieves. This is Nasipit. Here we have Tubay. We have Habonga. And in the very north here we have Kicharao. So that's it for Agusan del Norte. Then south of Agusan del Norte, surprise, surprise, we have Agusan del Sur. In Agusan del Sur, the capital is also not the biggest city, so the capital is called Prosperidad. But the biggest city in terms of population is this one, which is called Bayugan, sorry. And then in the north here we have Sibagat, we have Talacogon, and in the south here we have Loreto, Santa Josefa, Trento, Bunawan, and Veruela. Okay, so that's Agusan del Sur. Then going over to the island province of Dinagat. This province is called Dinagat, and there's also a municipality inside called Dinagat. But the capital we actually already named. That's this small one right here called San Jose. And other than San Jose, we have Loreto right here in the north, which we just entered here in Agusan del Sur. We have Tubajon, we have Lipjo, we have Basilisa, and Cagdianao. And then technically I think this part is also still so basically this is just one city. That's the capital of Surigao del Norte, called Surigao City. And Surigao City is basically split in two, in the mainland portion and the portion that is part of the Dinagat Islands, or the Dinagat Island. Or no, actually, I think it is, the correct name is Dinagat Islands. That's the name of the province, if I'm not mistaken. Let's quickly look it up. Under D, we have, it's not here. Yeah, but I think it should be called Dinagat Islands, yeah. So the official name is Dinagat Islands. But here in Surigao del Norte, next to Surigao City, we have the municipality of Taganaan. And then in the southern part of the province, we have Malimono, Mainit, Tubod, this one which is called Bakwag, and of course Higakuit. Okay, and then the Surigao province itself is also split in two parts, in the mainland part and this part, which also is part of the province of Surigao del Norte. And the island itself, I think, is called Siargao or something like that. So on this island of Siargao, we have Del Carmen, we have Dapa, we have Santa Monica in the north, and San Benito below it. Okay, so from Surigao del Norte, we will go on to Surigao del Sur. And in this Surigao del Sur, we have the largest municipality here in the south called Bislig. But it's not the capital. The capital is this component city here called Tandag. And going from south to north, the other municipalities here are called Lingig, Inaduan, or not, Inaguan. So this one should be something like Inaduan, but I'll get back to it. This should be Tagbina, we have Barogo, Lianga, Mari Hatag. We have Tago, Bayabas, Caguait. This is Lanusa, Cantilan, and Carrascal. And what's this one? Hinatuan? Hinatuan, okay, fair enough. Let's go through the second easiest to understand region here in Mindanao, and that's the region of Davao, with its capital, of course, also called Davao. That's the big one right here, a highly urbanized area, independent from the province. And funnily enough, also not the capital of the province. The capital of the province is called Digos, right here. Then here we have Bansalan, Matanao, Padada, Sulop, Kiblawan, and Malalag. So that was the province of Davao del Sur. Now we have the province of Davao del Norte, that's this one right here, and there the capital is called Tagum. The other component city here is called Panabo, and then we have Talaingod, we have Asuncion, which is also the capital of Paraguay, we have New Corella, and we have this funny name which is called Braulio Española Dujali, probably some kind of name or something, but I don't know who that was. Then we pass on to the province of Davao de Oro, so the golden Davao basically in the translated version, and it was used to be called Compostela Valley, I think, or something, and you also have like this municipality of Compostela still inside, but the actual capital of the province of Davao de Oro is called Nabunturan. This one right here. We have Mawab, Moncayo, Lac. This should be Montevista. We have New Batan, Maragusan, and Pantukan. Alright, passing on to Davao Occidental, where we already named Caraga, and San Isidro, of course, because San Isidro is everywhere in this country. In the north here we have Boston, we have Catel, Baganga, we have Manay, Tarragona. We have the capital of the province I should mention is called Mati. We have Governor Generoso in the south. We have Lupon. And we have Banai Banai. Alright, which leads us to the last province of the region of Davao, and that's Davao Occidental, here in the south. And the capital of Davao Occidental is Malita. And then we have Don Marcelino, Jose Abad Santos. And the last little fun fact here, the last municipality of this province of Davao Occidental is called Sarangani, even though there is an entire province called Sarangani here right next to it. So this province, which is actually also split into two parts, this part right here and this part, is also called Sarangani. But the municipality of Sarangani belongs to a different province. That's the Philippines in a nutshell for you. But if you think this is complicated, just wait for the part I'm about to describe. So, okay, I'll get to the complicated part now. There is this region in the Philippines called Sox-Kasargan, or however you would pronounce it. I think it's a very unfortunately chosen acronym. So it's also, if you remember, one of these acronym regions like Calabarzon and Mimaropa that we've had before. But at least Calabarzon and Mimaropa, you can perfectly pronounce it without breaking your tongue. And for some reason, they chose not to do that for Sox-Ksargan. And so basically it's made up of the provinces of South Cotabato. So SOC is basically South Cotabato. That's this province right here in the south. Then you have the province of just Cotabato, just the C. That's the province right here. Then you have SK. SK stands for Sultan Kudarat. Sultan Kudarat is this province right here. Then you have SAR, which, as I said before, is the province of Sarangani, this one in the south here. And then you have GEN, which stands for this highly urbanized area of General Santos, which looks like it's part of the province of South Cotabato. And for administrative purposes, you can also say that it is probably the most populous city of the province. But as I said many times before, it's just all of these highly urbanized areas are administered separately and independently. So we can just name it right away, General Santos. So this makes up the last part of the acronym. And to make it even more complicated, let's just start in here with the province of Cotabato. So we're in the region of Sox-Ksargan. So you can see that basically you have this one region here, but there's one province which is not part of the region and splits this region in two. And that's the region of Mindanao del Sur. And the reason why it doesn't belong to the Sox-Ksargan region is because it's part of this Muslim Mindanao minority region that I mentioned before, of this autonomous region. And now the complicated part is, and that's why I also so much love the version of this quiz, is because Vicky, when she created the quiz, she highlighted the areas in the province of Cotabato, in this province right here, which are not officially part of the province itself, which are not part of the region of Sox-Ksargan. So they are part of the province of Cotabato, that's why they're in this black line, but they're painted a little bit darker, which signifies that they belong to this Bangsamoro autonomous Muslim region. So that's why I will leave them out when I focus on the Sox-Sargon region, and then when I do the Bangsamoro region, that's when I will name them. So the capital of Cotabato is called Kidapawan. That's the component city right here, Kidapawan. And the municipality right in the northeast of Kidapawan, this one right here, is Macpet. We have Arakan, we have Antipas, Matalam, Kabakan, or with a C, I guess, Kabakan. We have Mlang, we have Tugunan. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. So, I just typed in Tugunan. Obviously, I meant Tulunan. Tulunan is the municipality here in the south. And that was very unfortunate because Tugunan is actually what I just talked about. It's not part of the Sox-Sargon region. It's one of these municipalities that are part of Cotabato province, but are officially also part of the Bangsamoro region. So I just mix them up sometimes, Tulunan and Tugunan. But the one in the northeast of Tulunan is called Makilala. Okay, so going to the northwestern part here of the province of Cotabato, we have Banisilan, Alamada, Pikawayan, Libungan, Mitsayap, Aleosan, Pikit. Okay, and that's it for the Sox-Sargon part. So continuing with South Cotabato, so that's the SOC part in Sox-Sargon. And the capital of South Cotabato is Coronadal. And Coronadal is also the capital of the entire region of Sox-Sargon. And right next to Coronadal here we have Tampakan, we have Tantangan, we have Norala, we have Polomolok, we have Tboli, Lake Cebu, and Soralla. So that's all of South Cotabato. The next in the list is the KS part of Sox-Sargon. So this KS part, as I said, stands for of Sox. The SK part is what I mean. Stands for. Wait, am I confused right now? What am I? Anyway, so the SK part is basically stands for Sultan Kudarat, and Sultan Kudarat is this province right here with the capital of Isulan. This one, which is not a component city, but the biggest city of Sultan Kudarat, called Takurong, is a component city. And then we have the municipalities of Lambayong, President Quirino, we have Lutayan, and Columbio, and then here we have Bagumbayan, Palimbang, Kalamansig, and Lebak. Okay, and then we have the last part of the Sox-Sargon region that we haven't typed in yet is this province of Sarangani. So again, if you look at this acronym, we covered South Cotabato, we covered the normal Cotabato, we just covered Sultan Kudarat, and now we go for the province of Sarangani, and the capital of Sarangani is Malungon. And not Malungon. Malungon is in the north here, but the capital is Alabel, that's what it's called. And the biggest city in terms of population is this one here called Glan. And then here in the middle we have Mapatan or Malapatan. And on the western side here we have Masim, Kiangan, and Maitum. Not Kiangan, Kiamba. That's what I mean. I just confused it with Kiangan here in the province of Ifugao because they sound a little bit similar. And yeah, here the last one in Sarangani is Maitum. And so yeah, now we have covered all of Sox-Sargen region. And yeah, so then now the next complicated part is the one that we're missing here with the Bangsamoro Autonomous Muslim Mindanao region. And the capital of the region is called Cotabato. So you see how confusing it is. You have the capital of this Muslim Mindanao region called Cotabato City right here, but it's not in any way, it's not really related to the province of Cotabato, which is this province right here. And to make it more complicated, Cotabato, which is formally or informally, I should say, situated in Maguindanao del Norte. That's this province right here, but it's also one of these urbanized areas. So technically, it isn't part of the of the province. So technically, it makes its own independent stuff, and so it's all just very complicated. But let's just continue here with Maguindanao del Norte. And the de facto capital of Maguindanao del Norte is called Sultan Kudarat. Do you notice something? Of course, Sultan Kudarat is the name of this province, but of course the city or municipality of Sultan Kudarat does not lie inside of, is not situated inside of the province. So everything is just confusing in this area. But yeah, and then it's not even the real capital, it's just the de facto capital, and the de jure capital of Maguindanao del Norte is right here in Datu Odin Sinsuat. This one, I mean, Datu Odin Sinsuat. And then you have another municipality that sounds similar. You have Datu Bla Sinsuat. You have Talitai, Kabuntalan, Northern Kabuntalan, Talan. This should be Upi. And here in the north we have Sultan Mastura, Parang, Buldon, Barira, and Matanog. Oh, actually, I'm close to not having any battery left, so let's charge up. Alright. Okay, so that's it for Maguindanao del Norte, and let's continue with Maguindanao del Sur. That's this province right here. And the capital of Maguindanao del Sur is called Buluan. not to be confused with Butuan, the capital of the Caraga region. But no, this one is Buluan, and here we have some of the craziest names you will probably ever hear in your life. So it starts out a little bit not so crazy. It starts out with Mangu da Tatu, and we have Datu Paglas, we have Pandag, Paglat. Now already we have a very long name. General Salipada, Khalid, Pendatun. That's a really long name for one municipality in my opinion. This one should be Pagalungan. We have Datu Montawal. We have Sultan Sabarongis. We have Raja Buayan. This is Datu Abdullah Sanki Ampatuan. We have Datu Hofer Ampatuan. This is South Upi Tayalan, or Talayan, I should say. We have Gindulungan, and now it gets really just like crazy in terms of names. Like here we have Datu Angal Mitimbang, we have Datu Unsai, Datu Saudi Ampatuan, we have Sharif Saidona Mustafa, we have Sharif Aguak, we have Mama Sapano, Datu Salibo, and Datu Piang. Boom. You can imagine how long it took to even just memorize this one province. Like, I think proportionally, out of all of the provinces, it took the most time to have like a consistent run on these municipalities of Maguindanao del Sur, just because the names are like so long and crazy. Like, I mean, Datu, what is it? Datu Angal Mitimbang. Like, are you serious? But yeah, so now we can also name these remaining municipalities in the, where can I zoom in more? These remaining municipalities in the province of Cotabato, which are technically part of the Muslim Mindanao Bangsamoro region. So these are Ligawasan, here in the eastern part. We have Kapalawan, we have Mali de Gao, we have Old Kabakan, or Old Kabakan with two A's, I guess. Old Kabakan, Nabalawag, we have Kadayangan, and Pachamuddin. All right, so these are the mainland Bangsamoro region, Bangsamoro provinces. And now, since Bangsamoro is this kind of Muslim minority region, they also incorporated these overseas provinces of Biliran, not Biliran, of Balisan and of Tawi-Tawi into this BARMM of this Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. So I start with Tawi-Tawi. So we're still part of inside of this Bangsamoro region. The capital of Tawi-Tawi, of this island group, is called Bongao. And the other municipalities here are Languyan, Sultan Panglima, no, not Sultan, it's just Panglima Sugala. we have Tandubas, we have Pata, not Pata. Pata is the island group here in Sulu province, but I mean Sapa. Sometimes I confuse them for some reason. Here we have Simunul, we have Sibutu, and the southeastern tip of all of the Philippines is called Sitangkay. And I think South Ubian is also part of Tawi-Tawi region, Tawi-Tawi province, so we'll name that real quick. South Ubian. And all of these other island groups are already part of a different region, of the Zamboanga Peninsula region. But these two islands here in front of the coast of Malaysia, they also still make up the province of Tawi-Tawi, so they still belong to that. So that are this island right here called Mapun, and the small island group called the Turtle Islands. All right. Oops. And so, yeah, so that's the one part of the overseas territory of Bangsamoro. And the other part of the Bangsamoro overseas territory is this province of Balisan, except for the one municipality I already named of Isabela, because Isabela, that's also one of these component cities, it officially belongs to the region of the Zamboanga Peninsula, of this big region right here. But unofficially it's still grouped in with the province of Balisan. So I'll just do all of the rest of Balisan because that also still belongs to Bangsamoro. So we have this component city of Lamitan. We have, we already named Tuburan when we named the Tuburan of the Cebu Island right here. That's the homonymous place name. And then in the south here we have Sumisip, we have Unkaya Pukan, we have Albarka, Tipo, we have Akbar, and Haji Muhammad Ajul. And then here in the western part we have Lantawan, Maluso, and this island group also belongs to Balisan, so they're called Tabuan Lasa Islands. Okay, so that should be it right now finally for the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. So we just have two regions left, and one of them I already teasered, so that's the Zamboanga Peninsula region. And the capital of the Zamboanga Peninsula region is found in Zamboanga del Sur, in this province here, and that's this orange marked city of Pagadian. And the other municipalities in Zamboanga del Sur are Labangan, I think. Labangan, Tukuran, Ramon Magsaysay, Tambulig. Let's make it a little bit bigger. That's too far. That's also too far. Perfect. Okay, so we just named Tambulig right here, and then we have Molave, Josefina, Mahayag, Domingag. This one should be Mitsalip. Okay, then we have T. What is it called? Okay, let's do the other ones first. Let's do Duma Linao. Let's do Gipos, Dinas, Tabina right in the south there. Here we have Vincenzo Aquino Sagun. We have Margo Satubig. We have Lapuyan, Kumalarang, Lakewood, and Bayog. And what's this? Is it Tigbao? It is Tigbao. I should mention, while Pagadian, as I said, is the capital of the Zamboanga Peninsula region, the by far biggest city is, of course, Zamboanga City itself. And I think it isn't even part of any, like it's one of those independent cities, not part of any province. So it just exists right here on the outskirts. Yes, let's continue with this province right here, which is called Zamboanga Sibugai. And the capital of Zamboanga Sibugai is called Ipil. We already named Naga and Alicia from previous stories. So let's just start here with Tungawan, Roseyer Lim, Titai. This should be Kabasalan, Imelda, Diplahan, Siai, Payao, Olutanga, Talusan, Mabuhay, which this is actually very funny, just like one more side fun fact. I think Mabuhay is one of the how you call it, one of the mottos, I guess, of the Filipino revolution of independence. Like I think that's one of the cries. That's one of the things they would cry when they wanted to announce their motto or something. It means like to live, and they said like it was just there. What did I say? Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Mabuhay ang Republika. Long live the Philippines. Long live the Republic. And I just by coincidence found out that that was what the name meant, because usually I tend to look up almost every single one of these municipalities on Wikipedia. And sometimes, when you just look up the Wikipedia article and you read the etymology part, you can see what all of these names mean. All right. Let's finish Zamboanga Sibugai here. We are missing Buug and this one, which is Malangas. And then we can continue with Zamboanga del Norte. This is this long one right here, starting in the south with Sibuco, over to Sirawai, over to Siocon, Baligian, Kutalak, Labason, Kalawit, Tampilisan, Liloy, Godod, Salug, Leon, Bayot, Postigo, Siayan, Sindangan, Jose Dalman, Manukan. We already named Rojas, this one here. Katipunan, Sergio Osmeña, and Sergio Osmeña was the 4th president of the Philippines. And yeah, I should say the capital of this Zamboanga del Norte province is Dipolog, and the largest municipality is this one right here called Damitan, I think, or Dapitan, actually, Dapitan. Yeah, and then here the last ones here are Polanco, Piñan, Mutia, and Sibutad. Right, then we have the province of Sulu, which I think also is part of the Zamboanga Peninsula region. So the capital of Sulu is Jolo, or Jolo, but I think it's pronounced Jolo. Then on the mainland here we have Patikul, Talipao, Panglima Estino, Panamao, Kalingalang, Kalwang, Kalingilan, Kalwang, or with an A, yeah. Okay, then we have Luke, and Omar. To finish the mainland here we have Maimbung and Indanan. And then you have these countless island groups, which all technically also belong to the Sulu province. So starting right here with Bangingi, then this one should be Haji Mohtamad. Then here we have Tapul, we have Lugus, Siasi, Pandami, Pangaturan, or is it Pangutaran, maybe? Pangutaran is what it is. Yeah, sometimes when you have that many random vowels, you might mix them up sometimes. And then this one should be Haji Panglima Tahil. Alright, that leaves us with one last region, the region of northern Mindanao. And the capital of northern Mindanao are already named before when I made the example of all of the Cagayan names in the Philippines. We have Cagayan de Oro and the province of Cagayan and so on. So yeah, let's just continue here in the province of Oriental Misamis is what the province is called, where Cagayan de Oro is the capital. And east of Cagayan de Oro we have Tagoloan, we have Villanueva, we have Hassan, we have Balingasag, Salai, Lagongdong, something like Lagongdong, but I'll get back to it. We have this huge component city named Hingok. Then we have Medina, Balinguan, Talisayan, Kinogitan, Sugbongkogon, and Binwangan. Okay, and this one is something like Lagondong, or Ladongong. Huh. Okay, let's continue with the western part of Misamis Oriental. In the western part, we also have one component city named El Salvador. Then we have the other municipalities named Opol, Alubihid, Lugait, Mantikau, Nawan, Initao. We already named La Libertad, or just Libertad right here. And then we have Hitagum, and of course Lagindingan. All right. Lagondong. I could swear it's something like this. It's like at most one letter is wrong for this municipality, but anyways. So let's continue with Kamigin. I've mentioned it a couple of times before when we spoke about Katarman, which is also the capital of the northern Samar province. And of course, we already typed in the Mambajo capital of Kamigin. So we just have two left here. One of them is Mahinogo, and the other one is Gin Siliban. Okay, let's continue with Bukidnon here. What's interesting in Bukidnon is that the capital is Malaybalay, this one right here. And Malaybalay is actually far from the biggest city. The biggest city by far is Valencia, which we have already named when we typed in Valencia for either Negros Oriental, this Valencia, or this Valencia, or any of the other dozens of Valencias in this country. So let's just continue with this one. That's Karamlasang, or not, I guess. Kabanglasang, maybe. Okay, then here in the north we have Impasugong. Already green is Malitbok from when we typed in Malitbok for Southern Leyte, right here, which is also called Malitbok. But for the rest of Bukidnon, we have Manolo Fortic, we have Sumilao, Libona, Baungon, Talakag, Lantawan, not Lantawan, Lantapan, Maramag. This should be Pangan Tukan. They want it with a C again. Pangan Tukan. Then this one is Kalingalan. No, it's not Kalingalan. Kalilangan. This one is Kadingilan. Then we have Damulog in the south, Kibawe, Kitautau, Dankagan, and Don Carlos. Right, just 3 provinces left. Actually, I made a mistake. I just noticed. This province, Lanao del Sur, also actually belongs to the region, to the Bangsamoro Muslim Mindanao region. So I'll just do it now. But yeah, I forgot, because it always looks so awkward that this is also still part of the Bangsamoro region. Because this region also has, I think, has a Muslim majority compared to the other regions. So yeah, this province is called. Sorry, excuse me. This province is called Lanao del Sur, and the capital is Marawi. And it's really small, so I'll try to zoom in as much as possible here. Okay, we have Kapai, we have Ditsan Ramain, we have Bubong, we have Maging, we have Buadipozo Buntong, Molondo, Taraka, Tampalan, or Tampasan, Tampakan, Tamparan. Okay, yeah, I'm already losing my brains here. Amai, Mana Bilang, Wow. What's this? Is it Lumba Bayabao? Okay, then the small one is Pona Bayabao, Masiu, Butig, Lumbayanage, Sultan Dumalondong, Lumbatan, Unkaya, no, it's Lumbaka Unayan is what it is. We have Bayang, Bini Dayan, Tubaran, Marogang or Marogong, Kapatagan, Balabang, I don't know right now, so let's just continue with this one. Malabang, Balabagan is I think what it was. Balabagan. Yeah, this is just horrible for anyone who's trying to ever memorize anything when you have right next to each other one municipality called Malabang and then next to it Balabagan. You always mix up the syllables there, so is there, you know what I mean, so don't have to elaborate. So finishing up this Lanao del Sur here, we have Picong, Kalanogas, Pagawayan or Pagayawan, Pualas, Ganasi, Madamba, Madalum, Bacolod, Kalawi, Tugaya, Balindong, Marantau, Piagapo, and Sagiaran. Alright, then we get to... So this is, as I said, this was still part of the Bangsamoro region. I just messed it up before. And so now we get to the last two provinces of the northern Mindanao region that we started before. So this is Lanao del Norte. And the biggest city of Lanao del Norte is Iligan. That's this one here that was orange marked. And I think it's also one of these highly urbanized areas because the actual capital of Lanao del Norte is called Tubod. This one right here, and it's already green because we typed it in before for the Surigao del Norte region here, Tubod. These are homonyms. So the other municipalities and actually Lanao del Norte is also has to have a special place in my heart because it was the first province I started learning for this quiz when I started in October. I just picked a random first starting point and it was Lanao del Norte, so that's why these are probably the municipalities that I know best. I say that and I probably jinx it right now by not knowing one of these, but I'll see. So we have Pantar, we have Pantau Ragat, we have Baloi, Kauswagan, Linamon, Pona, Piagapo, Munai, Tankal, Maigo, Ka. I knew it would happen. I shouldn't have said anything. What is it? Kolambugan is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Sapad, Salvador, Nunungan, Sultan Naga Dimaporo, Lala, and Baroi. And that leaves us with Misamis Occidental, the last province here, where the biggest city is called Osamis. And the capital is separate from the biggest city here, more towards the north, called Oroquieta. And then the other component city here in the south is called Tangub. We have Bonifacio, Don Victoriano, Sina Caban, Jimenez, Panaon, Aloran, Lopez Jaena, Sapang Dalaga, and Baliangao. Okay, so we have 4 things left, apparently. We know that we struggled with both the Sikihor one, the Cebu one here, and the one in Misamis Oriental. To be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna get them anymore because I have no idea. Or I say no idea, I know pretty much exactly what this one sounds like, but apparently Lagon. I'm sure it's something like this. Lagongdang. Yeah, but I just can't think of it. Then this one I also basically know what it is, because I know it's going to be something like Enrique Castañuelas, something like this, just to for the protocol, just because I'm probably gonna click the give up button and then it's gonna be pretty much something exactly like this. This one is the only one where I'm... Oh, actually, no, I do know it. Bourbon. The way I remembered it is by thinking of the French royal family that was reinstated after the fall of Napoleon. So I have one small trick how to remember every single municipality, where obviously I'm not gonna say all of these because then the video is gonna go double as long as it already goes. What really surprises me is that somewhere there's another municipality that I apparently haven't named, because there's 3 missing and I just see 2 missing, these 2. So I don't know where is supposed to be the last one. Maybe we'll check in this grid here. So this is the one that I'm missing in Sikihor. So yeah, it's at the beginning because it starts with an E, I'm pretty sure. like an E. So it's something like Enrique Castañuela, but I just can't think of it. And then we should have one missing in Southern Leyte. One is missing, wait. What did I miss there? Southern Leyte. This one, yeah, Limasawa. Yeah, this is actually, it's so hard to see this because it almost seems like it's black, like it's part of the municipality of Padre Burgos. And I did learn it once, and I wanted to keep in mind to not forget it for my final run. But yeah, at least I got it now. Yeah, but I have no idea what to do about these two last ones. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write down what I think they sound like. So when I click the resign button, you'll see that they are pretty much similar. So this is for the Sikihora one. What I think it is, and then for this one it's something like Lagongdong. Lagongdong. Okay, let's see how far off I am. Alright. Oops. So for the Sikihor one, it's okay, that's a big pain. And I already know what happened. So it's not Enrique Castañuela, like I tried to type in 50 times. It's Enrique Villanueva. And what I confused it with is with the municipality of Alfonso Castañeda here. I just made a mix of the two. That's why I think I even tried Alfonso at one point. Alfonso Castañuela or something like that. Yeah, because I just had this Alfonso Castañeda in mind, and of course it's Villanueva and not Castañuela. Okay, so that's Enrique Villanueva, and here we have La Gonglong. Yeah, La Gonglong instead of La Gongdong. Yeah, I don't even know. There's one municipality that also sounds similar in Abra, but I can't really. It's La Gangilang. Yeah, but I don't know why I misremembered this one. Well, anyways, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. And I just wanted to give a little props to not just to Vicky, like I've already done, like thanks a lot, but also to the wonderful Wikipedia pages and Wikipedia entries to literally every single, like choose one random commune right here. Let's just choose San Guillermo here in Isabela province. So basically any random small Filipino municipality you search up in Wikipedia, it always has like this giant, big, fat Wikipedia entry with all kinds of details you could know. And this is like literally, it's just a random municipality, and it's for every single one of those 1,600. And that just makes it so much easier to learn them, because there's always like some kind of cool seal you can remember, even a flag sometimes. You have the etymology, who it was named after. You have all of the history, all of the wars between Spain and the United States. You have an interactive map where you can see the other municipalities as well. It's just, I'm really wondering, especially when I remember back to my times studying the communes of Romania. In Romania, you can be glad if even for a much more sizable municipality of like 50,000 inhabitants, and this one has like, how much does it have? Okay, it actually has like 20,000, that's fair, but I guarantee you like for every smaller one, they have the same huge entries. And in Romania, you always had like one or two sentences, and it was so much harder to remember them all. But yeah, with the help of Vicky's amazing quiz and the Wikipedia pages, it took me about 7 to 8 months to complete this more or less basically full knowledge of these municipalities. So thanks a lot to Vicky again, and thank you to you for watching, and see you in the next one.